conventional magnet. Just a neodymium magnet. So north face, got a north face and a south face. And the magnetic field goes from one face around to the other face.
Can we draw on the whiteboard?
Absolutely.
Like, let's say this is our magnet here.
Right.
So the field lines are going to go out and in, right?
Right. Yeah, you'll have, closed loop, little break mesh goes all the way around from north to south.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what we do different is we take a magnet and create hole regions on the surface. So we create north and south on the same surface of the magnet. And what that allows us to do is close that circuit that David was talking about in a much more compact space. And that gives us a stronger field close to the magnet, a stronger force close to the magnet.
Okay, so I think I got it. So what you're saying is, if we've got the big loop here,
yes,
north and south, you're doing the same thing, only they're looping much closer together.
Correct.
Like that? Even in on itself.
Almost. Right. So what actually happens is you have the north and the south on one face of the magnet. And so what happens is you have the field go like this. And so instead of this long field that can create interference and waste energy, you have a tight field so that it's tightly controlled and you have the force really focused near the magnet.
These people are like modern day wizards. They can create whatever magnetic field they want on any of these magnets. I sat and talked with them for about an hour and came to understand that the way the magnet interacts with the target material determines how strong it's attached.
And so what you're saying is the magnetic field in this one is going to come up and around and then go all the way back to the back of the magnet, correct?
Correct.
Okay, in this one, we have a tighter grouping of the magnetic field, so the circuits are going through the steel and they're completing just outside of the steel on the other side,
On
correct?
on the same face of the magnet.
Same face of the magnet, so they're not going all the way back around to the back side. Gotcha. Here I have a very dense spacing of magnetic fields, and so they're all completing inside the steel. Do I understand magnets? Excellent.
I understand polymagnets.
Polymagnets.
Let's say you have a piece of steel that's a certain thickness and you want to attach this 1-inch magnet to it. Engineers first design and print the magnetic field and then put both the magnet and the steel into this pull test machine to quantify the exact force versus distance curve. If they want to, they can then change the magnetic field and tailor it until they get the exact force curve they're looking for. This ability to manipulate the strength of the magnetic field coupled with a really clever geometry allows you to create fascinating magnetic behavior. For example, these magnets, they're attracted to each other, but they don't touch. They stop just a few millimeters away and seem to hover. This behavior is what they call a spring.
These are springs. All right, and this is a spring that's a little bit different. It's a little more complex. It can be used as a latch. So you see that it acts as a spring. So if you think about it, let's say like a cabinet door closure. You could have a cabinet door that came together in a kind of soft close with some shock absorption, but then you could twist it to latch and hold strong.
No way. So I can pull against you like that. I close it, and then when I turn it,
Locks into place.
that's ridiculous.
Time out. This is way different in your hands than it is on a video. Attraction and repulsion in the same axis. And then you rotate and you can't pull it apart. Now we know that any sufficiently mature technology looks like magic until you understand exactly how it works. Watch the faces of my highly educated engineering coworkers as I put this in their hands.
What's going on there?
I'm really sure.
Yeah.
That was weird. How was that one? Ooh, I have no clue.
So if it's not magic, how does it work?
You have that locking point where it holds tightly. You can turn past the piece here, and it will hold in that spring location.
That's genius. That's going to change doorknobs. I really think it is. Are you excited about that?
You like this one?
Jason agreed to let David show me some of the special machines in the back that they invented to program magnets. They look just like 3D printers, only you load a blank magnet and it can create whatever magnetic field you can imagine. While we waited the 5 or so minutes it takes for these things to run, I went back out and met more magnet geeks and tried to learn more lingo.
You said a maxle?
A maxle.
A maxle is a what?
The magnetic pixel.
Really? And so a magnetic pixel would be a node inside the magnet that's printed. So the image that you just printed
is created by magnetic pixels or maxils.
More or less.
Can we go look at it?
Oh, yeah.
Think about these maxils. Somehow this machine creates north and south polarized maxils inside the magnet. You can add these pixels up to basically make images that can create forces. If you couple one image with a complementary image, you can then create incredible three-dimensional behaviors. This technology is so new, there hasn't even been enough time to think through all the different applications. I think it's a game changer. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, and please consider passing this video along to all your smart friends to see what they think. So this is the Smarter Everyday magnet.
Yes,
Oh man. So you could make a marble track. Could you do that?
You get big enough magnets.
This is bizarre. Alright, so here we go. Smarter Every Day. We have a marble. And it follows the field lines. So there you go. The entire foundation of magnetic circuit design technology has changed. And I'm not going to lie, it makes me look at magnets just like I did when I was a little kid. Okay, my parents worked at that plant growing up to support the family. I choose to be an engineer and make YouTube videos at night. So let's don't make this part weird, because you're smart people, you know how this works. Smarter Every Day is supported by Audible.com, and I would love it if you decided to support Audible so they wanted to continue supporting Smarter Every Day. You know what's going on. Oh wait, look at this. A printed magnet telling you the promo code. If you want to get a free audiobook of your choice, go to audible.com/smarter. I actually use this. I'm not just telling you to do something because, you know, they support Smarter Every Day. This is something that will actually make you smarter every day. So if you want to support Smarter Every Day, go to audible.com/smarter. Get a book of your choice. I would like that. Also, I want to thank Polymagnets, the group that actually makes these things, for printing all the crazy stuff. This is an untapped potential. The medical field, what could they use this technology for? It's pretty impressive.
Also, I could have used insect or smoke machine, any kind of smoke will do, but you see I'm creating a little waterfall smoke out of my piece of paper. What's up everybody, welcome back to my laboratory where safety is number one priority. Let's see how hard it is to break the key inside of this lock. So easy to open it with the key, but if you twist it the wrong way, look how easy it is to break that key. Now my key is broken to open this. How do we open this key? Super simple, without making too much noise and breaking other stuff. Wow, the whole lock set on fire. This is crazy. Boom, whole lock just fell off. Wow, look at this. It just melted off, all that metal, super hot. So on the internet you can break a lock with the wrenches. Well, I want to try it for myself and see if it's actually possible. We're going to try a few different locks and see if this hack actually works or not. Also, the longer the wrenches you have to have, seems like you have a lot more leverage. Alright, let's try this. Boom, wow. It just crumbles apart, look at this. So let's see if it actually works. So we're gonna put it in, and then without breaking my fingers, I'm gonna try to close it. Oh my god, this is so hard actually. Let me try to get a bigger wrench, so we're gonna have bigger left. I don't know if it actually works or not. We'll find out in a second. Oh wow. Whoa, the whole metal actually broke, cracked. Wow, check this out. It broke and it came off, and look, the actual metal part cracked. This is insane. Wow. So as you can see, I got your chain and a lock, but I don't have the key for this lock anymore, or I never had it. But what I need to do is take off this chain, and I don't have the key for it. So let's see if this will work once again.
Oh man.
So as you can see with the chain on, it's a little bit more annoying and tedious to get it right. Okay. Let's try this. I might need smaller wrenches because it doesn't go all the way. You have to go all the way for it to work. So the liquid nitrogen is going to evaporate. The liquid nitrogen almost evaporating all the way. We're gonna give it a few seconds. It's so cold, look at this wafer. Okay, then we're gonna take it out. Look, it's still burning. Pour some liquid nitrogen on it. And then we're going to grab a hammer and hit it a couple times and see what happens. Here you go. Look at it. It broke. The whole metal actually broke. Can you believe this? Wow. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. I really thought this piece would fall apart. But looks like this is a heavy duty piece right here. It's solid. But this, the steel part, it broke on this side. Not where it locks, it broke where it holds. If you look inside over there, there's still a piece of metal there. Pretty cool test, definitely worked out. I like that experiment. So we're going to use thermite and test it on this lock. Let's see if it's going to survive. Kids, do not try this at home. Alright guys, as you can see, I put this very thick plexiglass over here so it does not spray me at all. Right here, I got magnesium ribbon.
Whoa! Whoa, no way! That's so epic.
But as you can see, this lock it still works. Awesome, I can't believe it survived. Okay, there is another little lock this time, and let's see if this little lock will completely get demolished.
Whoa! This is crazy. That light gotta be done.
Whew, I'm not touching this right now, it's way too hot. Whoa, this whole lock is burning now. You know what, even this little lock survived. Go double the amount.
Whoa! No way. They had to melt their lock.
Whoa, and it did. Kind of, anyways. Okay, it looks super melted. Let's see what happened. Oh yeah, the whole lock have melted. Look at it. Ooh, this is why I'm using super durable gloves. Only the top piece of lock left. So this is 2 pieces of the lock on the left. The main part of the lock burnt out, and we just doubled the amount of thermite. This is insane. Looks like thermite beat the smaller lock.
Okay, double the amount for the big lock as well. No way, it still survived.
You know what? This lock is not going anywhere. You see, it's still intact. It's not broke off. I probably will need way too much thermite, and I don't feel safe burning too much of a thermite. I don't want to burn myself. Today we're going to pick a lock with these tools, with a bunch of picks. And also I'm going to try to pick a lock with the body pin as well. Let's see if it's going to work or not. So how does the pod lock actually work? Look at all those pins over there. And if we're going to put the key in, boom. You see all the pins are lined up. And if we turn it, now it opens. Simple, right? And we're going to take the key out. You see all those pins are at the different level once again. Let me show you once again. When I put it in, you see all those pins are the same level again. Turn it, boom. You see all the pins are lined up in there as well. This is different type of tools you have. I probably will be using this one for that lock and just this one. First thing we're going to do is grab this kind of tool and put it inside over here. I'm actually never done this before, so I'm learning with you. Then while I'm holding this sideways like that and pushing the tension down, I got this kind of tool, and what I'm going to do is just push on the first pin. You see all the way, then second pin, you hear it click, then third pin, then the first one once again. Something is missing, looks like. Still looks like all the pins have lined up. Why is it not opening? Let's figure this out. Oh, okay, all the way in and boom. Whoa, this is actually so easy. This is awesome. You see, it's locked right now. Let me try to use this kind of tool. Let me show you from far away. I'm just gonna stick it in like this, hold it down, and this one is supposed to just go like that and go back and forth, back and forth. And boom. Wow, this one is the easiest. Do you see? Lock is open. This is so cool. Sometimes what happens is you see this pin have pushed up too much, and that will block it and you will not be able to open it. So what you're supposed to do is release it again and sometimes start over if it pushed too much. And boom. This is so cool. This is so much fun. Okay, let's see how fast I'm going to do it. Hold it like this and just push each pin out. Looks like they all line up except the first one. That's it. They all line up. Now I have to go all the way to the front and pop it. Boom. Awesome. Love it. You see how it's open now? Now let's see if I can do same thing with body pins. I open this body pin up like this. I'm just gonna stick it in and hold it just like this. Not too much. So what I'm trying to make it look like exact same as this one. And the other body pin I just fold it on top. Once again, I'm just gonna stick it this way, the way it's supposed to open. And then I'm just gonna push it this way. Try to push up all these little pins up. You see it? I'm pushing it up. Here you go. This one over here. You see how they all on the same level. Now I need to get this one and it should open all the way in. Boom. And we open it with body pins. This is awesome. Do you see that? Okay, let's try this again. I got this body pin. Just going to push it into here. And then we're going to keep the tension in it. And this body pin, boom, goes to the top. And then we're just going to pull up all the pins. You see how some pins are too high? Just loosen the tension and they will fall down. That's it. Now we gotta go all the way in and get the top one right here. Boom! And we open it with the body pins. First thing we're gonna do is cut aluminum can. So then we got this small piece like that. And then we're gonna cut a V-shaped style piece. I'm gonna show you how. If you start cutting it like that and then go around it, smooth out all the edges, so we don't want any bumps on there. So we ended up with this piece right here. And then usually if you face the lock, it's usually on your left side. It's on my right right here. Then we're gonna need to grab this peak we just made and put it next to the bar right here and kinda smoosh it in like that. Smoosh it inside like that. Get it inside all the way. And then try to turn it by these two pieces. Sometimes it's not so easy. Alright, looks like we got it too. You see how we turned it around? And now just pull it out.
In the chat, you can see your points. Hey, it's me, Destin. Welcome back to Smarter Every Day. I have a problem. Yeah. There is a specific water phenomenon that I see happening all around me, but I have no idea how it works. I've been trying to figure it out for years. In fact, I put a video on this channel in 2011 asking people to help me figure it out.
There's something interesting happening here. I don't understand it. It looks like water droplets are standing on water droplets. It looks like water is hydrophobic. It looks like when a bead of water skates across a hot griddle, it creates a layer of water vapor underneath it, only that's not what it is. If you have any information, please let me know. I appreciate it.
So make sure you tune into that, have that bell clicked. First person to that stream will get a massive shout out. First person that goes to that stream is going to get an incredible shout out. So make sure you're there. Exclamation point raffle. And I'm gonna put a timer on the screen. We are gonna roll this thing in. Not that. We're gonna roll this thing. Not that one either. We're gonna roll this thing. That's the one. We're gonna roll this thing in 1 minute, 42 seconds. So enter in. Enter in.
I'll be right back with this doing this thing.
1 minute remaining, guys. 1 minute and 20. Simon's Frosty, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome. Exclamation point raffle. If you want to check how many points you've got as well, do exclamation point P in the chat to see how many points you've got. But this is for 10,000 points. We've only got 50 seconds remaining, so let's go. I see you, AT.
Okay, I'm back.
That was going to be your last donation. AT Daily with the £1 super chat. Thank you very much for your support, man. Guys, forget this giveaway for a second. Spam in the chat, AT again. Let's go, man. You've been supporting the stream crazily today already. ATGG, let's go, man. Thank you. And the winner is... Let's see who it's going to be. Entries are now closed. We're going to roll it in 3, 2, 1. Levi Hartley, are you here? Are you in the chat though? Are you in the chat, Levi? Levi Hartley. PlayStation 4 Gamer, thank you for the sub. Welcome aboard, man. I appreciate you. Hope you're going to have a good time there.
Alpha Cookies, thank you for that sub. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome to the family. Right, Levi, you are here. Let's go. So, Levi, you've won yourself 1,000 points. Let's see. See how many points you've got at the moment. 10,000 points. 10,000 points. My bad. Levi Hartley, you have got 30 points at the moment. 0 hours watch time. Try and get your hours up. Right, you're going to have 10,030 points. Let's go, man. That's an incredible amount to have. Crazy. Congratulations, GG. Lamp Moth. Brilliant name. Thank you for the sub. Welcome, man. GG, man. Right. Now that that giveaway's done and dusted, we get into a game. So, is it still duos? It is, isn't it? God damn it. Why did they change it to duos? Why did they do that? Who we got in the chat? We got Jay Hibbert. What's up, man?
They changed it to duos? Really? Wow.
My code's WildWolf109. You want to help me out? To do more giveaways on the channel, use my code WildWolf109, all in capital letters. Oh, my bad. That skin does look pretty dope. I want that.
Wait, what skin?
Who else we got in the chat?
Oh, I didn't notice this one was here.
Making fun of my name.
Huh.
I think it's a good name, man.
Actually, it does look pretty good. But not my style.
We've got Shah, Maximilian, J Hibbert, Ice Cyber, Braylon. What's up, guys? Alright. I'm gonna add you guys up. If you want to add me, my epic name is WildWolf109. Only 29 likes away from 200. That'd be insane if we reach that by the end of the stream. Alright, and then let's make this thing public. First person to join gets in. Let's go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Ooh. Come on, someone join. I don't want loads of people to join. Oh, here we go. I know loads of people are going to join. No, alright, we got it, we got it. Let's go, man. I don't know how to say your first name, but Uhan. I'm just going to say Uhan. Let's go, man. Ready up, let's do this thing. We've had 3 wins on this Floor is Lava so far today, in this stream. Later on, we'll either be doing 1v1s or Zone Wars, and that'll be at around 8 or 9 o'clock. Later on, UK time, 8 PM or 9 PM, around then. Make sure you guys have got that bell click so you're notified when we're doing that stream. I stream 2 times a day, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good stream. See you later, Silence. Thanks for tuning in. Go make a bacon sandwich and enjoy it. I'll see you later, man. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in later on. First person that tunes in later on will get a massive shout out. Oh my god, Matt Trev. With the 50,000 points. Near enough 50 hours as well. 50 hours and 50,000 points. That's mental, that is. That is absolutely insane. Chart, Heavy, when is your next points giveaway going to happen? By the way, I turned on notifications on. I'm not too sure, but we will definitely do another points giveaway. We've done 3 or 4 of them so far. We'll definitely do another one. That's 40,000 we've given away so far. We'll definitely do another one though in this stream. Junk Junction, let's go. Why not? We haven't been to Junk Junction yet. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. I'm from London. Right, let's go. See how we do. Zebraman. 17 minutes watch time, 20 points. Try and get your watch time up now. Oh my god, I thought my game just crashed completely there. Yeah, damn it. Cool.
Would make anything that thing is. Makes sense. Time favorite is that
this means even a slight difference in how you swing it will lead to wildly different acrylic bearings, make them 3D. They do some extra cool. Free pack. Also got white LED. Now this entire disc is combine that with a UV light, and you've got something kind of awesome. How cool is that? And it only gets crazier when you turn off the lights. So, UV light, glow-in-the-dark paint, and a double pendulum. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Oh yeah. Let's do it. The bottom of the pendulum here is made just the right size to hold on to this battery and the LED. There we go. We now have a very cool way of visualizing the path that this double pendulum takes. So why don't I give this a quick spin and then we'll turn out the lights. So can you see why this is one of my favorite projects? It is especially cool, especially in person, not to make you jealous. Now, if you're like me, you could probably watch this for hours. And that's why I made a second video of just the pendulum spinning non-stop for a very long time. So you guys should check that out. In fact, why don't we make a little game out of it? How about you guys find a really cool moment in the pendulum swinging and link to it in the comments of that video. Whichever one gets the most little glow-in-the-dark coral reef that I made in my Scribbler 3D pen video. I think it could be fun, especially since there are some really weird movements that this double pendulum does, as you guys will see.
In today's video, we're taking your comments and trying out the things you guys wanted to see with glow sticks.
Alright, so we found some comments involving glow sticks. You guys really like glow sticks, and so do we.
There have been a few things that a lot of you have asked to see, and so we picked out 4 of those, and we're going to be trying them all today.
Here's the basic idea. We have a lot of glow sticks, and we've got 4 great comments. So we're going to try each one of these out and see what the results are. All right, so our first comment comes from Sadie Hannah, who says, mix gallium with the fluid and glow sticks, cast a metal, and see if it glows.
Do you think gallium and glow stick fluid are going to mix?
I don't. But you know what? We should still find out.
Shiny liquid metal.
Yeah, you can place it.
All right, let's pour.
All right, well, I already love it. I don't think it's mixing, but I love it. I think it's just settled on top of the gallium.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, you can kind of see here, it's just chilling on top. We'll try and mix it in, see what we can do. Can't tell if it wants to mix or if it's just getting angry about it. Well, no, look what you did.
We've made lots of gallium beads.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Well, I was thinking if we poured off the extra, but just had it just underneath the level of the gallium, then it would still be glowing below it.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah, mix it up again. Let's pour that out. It's definitely not mixing with the glow fluid, but it is reacting to it.
Try and pour off just some of the glow fluid, but not all, so it should still be visible mixed into the gallium.
So pretty. It's weird. It's like it went gummy. You know,
it's pretty cool because the silver gets drawn out as you push your fingers through. It does look like it's re-beading up a little bit.
It is. I think it's starting to solidify. But the interesting thing about gallium is when it cools and solidifies, it normally forms like these little squares. This is all staying very round. I'm curious to know what it's going to be like when it cools down.
If we let it cool down all the way and maybe encourage it in the refrigerator, would we then be able to pour the glow fluid out and have just a bunch of gallium beads? Yeah, so I think we should try just put it in the fridge for a few minutes, let that really cool back down, and then see what we've got.
Okay, and this is a new weird thing we have in here. What? Guys, it had settled down the bottom.
Most of the time, glow fluid loses all of its light by the time it gets that cold.
But our gallium...
Oh, well, that is not solidified.
Not yet, but it's crunchy. Parts of it are crunchy and some parts are still liquid.
All right, let's put it back in. Miguel Acosta asks, what happens if you put glow stick fluid in Orbeez? I think we should try each liquid separate and the two liquids together.
I think so. So we've already got some mixed together. We can just pour some in there right now, have it set, see what happens. Some of them do look like they're glowing already. All right, so for these ones, they're gonna have to sit out. We don't know how long this is gonna take, so we'll check them again tomorrow. So something else that I want to try, Orbeez are made out of a similar material to our super absorbent polymer. Now I've actually already got some expanded here, and I want to just see if we can break some of these open, pour it in, and if we can just make some glowing, slimy ooze. Well, it's not really mixing in, just sort of sitting on the top there.
I want to do one more green one.
Wow, that one is bright. What did you do?
Microwaved it for about 12 seconds.
And you get a glow stick that is so bright it's almost painful to look at.
That's why it didn't look green. It just kind of mixes with the yellow and all turns yellow.
Yellow is winning out.
That's all right. It's brighter.
You can mix this in and make this glowy slime. Well,
It's actually kind of
working.
taking it pretty well, yeah.
Here, congratulations, you have glow slime.
Let's try some purple.
All right. Did it work? It looks like it worked.
Well, it's surrounded
It is.
with sodium polyacrylate.
Oh, that's still dry. That's like a...
That's the same, like it's not getting...
Not at all.
It's not absorbing it.
It feels like wet sand.
So that looks really cool.
It does. But yeah, in the bowl, it literally just looks like we have a little glowing bowl of sand.
Sand from Avatar Land. If you're doing any experiments with glow sticks and the fluid in glow sticks, we highly recommend you try and keep it away from plastic as much as possible because it doesn't agree with some types of plastic. If you saw our video where we filled a water bottle rocket with glow fluid and then launched it up in the sky, afterward, like when we were cleaning up, some of the cases around our GoPros had actually started to melt a little bit everywhere that the fluid had gotten onto it. So be careful with it. It doesn't like plastic.
It's not going to kill you, but you don't want to get it in your eyes. You don't want to probably cook it and breathe it in. You might be taking that outside. You don't want to get it in your mouth. And obviously, you can see, even on your skin, not going to be great because it is eating through our gloves.
Speaking of which, let's try our next comment request from Master Assassin 1 who says, can you freeze dry glow sticks and do they still work if you do?
Ooh.
And we'll try a glow stick that we have not cracked, a glow stick we have cracked. Then we'll have glow fluid mixed, and then
glow fluid
two
separate. Let's do
glow
it.
fluids. So we're gonna have 5 separate little experiments. Non-glowing and glowing glow sticks. Activator, color, and activated, yes.
Now, do you think any of these are going to be glowing by the time it's done? Do you think we can mix the two that aren't mixed and make them glow?
Maybe the unactivated ones would be okay. The freeze dryer takes up to 24 hours, so I'd say the ones that we've already activated have very little chance of still running by the time we're done, but it will be interesting to see what has happened to them.
Well, there's still a glow, and again, you don't really see it until I start moving it, but there's definitely still a glow in there.
Less now.
Less, but still there.
Seems set, and mostly set together as well, like it doesn't seem like beads, so it did.
There's some. It's like little tiny crunchy pieces in here. So the gallium will not mix with the glow fluid, but it looks really cool when you pour it in. It has been 24 hours with our Orbeez in glow stick fluid. Nate, what happened?
Nothing. Water's the only thing that I have found that it absorbs reliably. It reacts with water really well. Things that aren't water.
But we did try, because you guys really wanted to see, so we tried.
So this one was...
This was our blue glow stick fluid.
So we cracked this one and then poured it in and put the Orbeez in that. Under a black light, we can still see the color that it glows. Other than that, it just looks kind of dirty. This right here is just some activator. This is like 3 glow sticks worth of activator. Nothing.
Won't even glow.
Activator doesn't really glow in a black light. And the dye, which does glow pretty fantastically under a black light.
And so does the plate.
Because it's on a glass plate, yeah, we get this really cool orange rim there on the edge. But none of them absorbed into the Orbeez at all.
So that is kind of disappointing because it would be cool, but we do have some expanded Orbeez, and if nothing else, we can just try and throw some glow stick fluid on that. But you can actually see the glow stick fluid, how it's not even absorbing into the Orbeez. It's sitting like that oily surface on top of them. As cool as it looks from top down, you can see that the fluid is just sunk down beneath the Orbeez. The Orbeez themselves are not glowing. I have very dry hands, so I just got a couple of like tiny little just like micro cracks in my skin, and I can feel every single one of them acutely right now. But look how cool that is! Glowing Orbeez. Can it be done? Not easily, but it can be done.
Kind of. They don't absorb the glow fluid.
It's coating them the same way it would just coat your skin. It's sitting on top of it, it's not absorbing in. Some of them are still glowing.
Maybe a little.
It's very light, but there's some residual glow there.
It's not the same color, like the two.
No, not at all.
They're not the same color. I'm also curious to see, just because it does get really cold in this machine, I wonder if that actually did anything.
I'm wondering
like
if
have to freeze the oil.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if the ones that were cracked and then frozen, if they're going to light back up as they went.
Very cold in there. Yep. That's frozen.
Empty or
frozen.
okay.
There's not much in there.
That's the activator.
That's the activator.
Okay. This was
That's
a
the
crack.
dye.
Oh, that's just dye.
And that's also seems to be frozen. This is our combo. This was activated. It's frozen. It might be slumping very slightly.
It actually looks like it's glowing in your hand though, or it was.
I think this is the activated glow stick. That's very solid. The non-activated glow stick.
Also solid, but I wonder if
everything needs to warm back up.
Yeah. There is so little activator left.
Oh, no, there's some liquid activator.
What? Really?
And then something that froze. I'd say more than one substance going on here, and one of them freezes. This is, I think, just the dye, and this was
our mix.
The activated. I can now slightly stir this around. So it's not like flowing and running much. There is a little bit of flow to it now as it warms up. And activated, which really looks pretty much just the same.
Now, I'm curious, when we've frozen this before with liquid nitrogen or dry ice, we've actually had it brighten back up as it warms up. So can you tip some of the activated into my hand, see if we can make it just glow without the black light? Okay, I'm not seeing any color. So color, let's see if we can warm this up at all.
While you do that, I'm going to see what happens if I try and pour our dye into our very cold activator.
There you go.
I'm not seeing any glow. I'm wondering what would happen if we poured some hot water onto that.
Okay. And it's gone. So this one, uncracked, it's starting to warm back up, so I'm seeing, the little air bubble move here. We're gonna try cracking it, we're gonna see if it's still alive. Wait!
Little bit.
It survived! Okay, let's throw it in the microwave, let's see if we can get this a little brighter.
I think we can.
You can put an uncracked glow stick in a freeze dryer and have it still work when it comes out. That's cool. I've never been able to microwave a glow stick.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Log that tip here. Here's the 25 oldest bugs that still work as of Minecraft 1.14. These glitches are still in game and have yet to be fixed. And this one is over 5 years old, and some of them will be that old as well. So stay tuned. Number 1, discovered by Yehuda Tony. Tame dogs twerk when they're sitting on slime blocks. Yes, this is a bug that is over 5 years old. And if you want more information, including the original documentation for all these different bugs, check the description of today's video. And check out this bug. Oh my gosh, he is having a fun time on here. Nice squash, dude. You're gonna have glutes of steel. Anyways, we move on. Bug number 2. This is for version 1.4.2 of Minecraft. Yes, 10 versions ago. Discovered by Jack McCalling, when a minecart turns, the player inside does not. Some of you will remember a time in Minecraft where if you look straight ahead, your camera angle would turn with the minecart so that you would always be following along with the direction the minecart was facing. Well, 10 versions ago, that stopped. Personally, I kind of like how it used to work, but this isn't the worst either. We move on to bug number 3, version 13W04A. That's right, 2013. A bug over 6 years old, discovered by Connor Steppe. Minecarts, unlike boats, don't slide on ice. So we've got a boat here, we've got a minecart here. We'll see that if we go ahead and put the boat on, we can slide around just fine on our ice. However, if you try and do the very same with a minecart, you're going to be met with a little bit of a different experience. Check it out. No movement. None at all. It's kind of absurd. You can't even move while you're in the minecart itself. Although that appears to be the same on any block. Yeah, anyway. Before we get to bug number 4, a quick lesson so that you understand what you're about to see. Z-fighting is a term that explains when two textures are in the same place at the same time, creating a constantly changing, glitchy looking texture in the area that layers in 2 layers overlap. Check this out. Bug number 4 from 1.5.2 of Minecraft, also discovered by Connor Steppe. Wolf snouts have Z-fighting at the base underneath. So look at this pup right now. You can kind of see the texture moving about kind of wildly and randomly. Right here, where I'm kind of circling my process, that is Z-fighting textures. This wolf, well, he's got more problems than just working. You have to like to, seriously. Quit fighting with yourself. Whatever. Point being, number 5 is 1.9.0 version of Minecraft. It was discovered prior knowledge. Arrows in mid-flight gain particles when we log them. You have to press here. Well, it's an arrow. And look what happens when you switch to survival mode. You don't necessarily need to run the replicators. So check it out. We shoot an arrow directly into the air. You see the particles that came from the arrow. You can see here that it will slowly land, do its thing. Fantastic. But now look at what happened. You fire this arrow, and then immediately after the game, go back to single player, go back to bug. Now look at what happens. The moment this world reloads in, you'll see that this arrow has some extra particles that are attached to it. Namely these weird looking ones that are blue squigglies. And not only that, but the arrow will continue to move back and forth in an extreme glitch-like manner until you head over by it. You see here, just like that. Our next glitch, number 6, in version 1.6.2, discovered by Helper Oak. Until you sprint, the speed effect does not work through portals. So, this command like this gave us an awesome speed effect. However, if we get on the way back, you'll note that despite us still having a speed effect on the other side of the portal, we are moving at normal speed. You see? The speed effect not doing anything. When we sprint, well, it re-engages once again. Very peculiar. Do not take this path here. Okay, get the better left. Number 7, from version 1.4.2, discovered by Mercury Wasps. Logging out in mid-air resets your fall down. We've got a little demonstration here right here to show you exactly what I mean. Oh, clouds were on. They just weren't anywhere nearby. Hey, point being, check it out. Normally, when you take the down, instead, we're going to do the same thing. Quit the game, head back to single player mode, load in the world once more, and look at what is happening. Avoid all fall down. Use this to your advantage in any amplified world, or anywhere where you might fall down. If you want even more bug video action, you can see on screen right now that we've got another 25 bug list video that just went up a couple weeks ago, so you can click the eye in the corner to visit them. For now, bug number 8 in version 1.5.2, discovered by Mickey Peterson. Saplings can still grow with a dirt block above them. So if we were to go ahead and grab ourselves a sapling and some bone meal, place the sapling down, and then try and grow the tree, you'll see that a tree will grow right through the dirt block. Even the wood, it goes right through it. Poor tree, you get them dirty. yeah. So, bug number 9, version 1.4.2, discovered by Jack McCalling. Rails do not consistently place in the player's direction. So notice how we place some of these rails right here. Look what happens when I place one down. Look, it's facing sideways, sideways, sideways. No matter what direction I'm looking, it will always place sideways this direction. However, if I were to try and face this way, you can see that it is no longer placing sideways. It's always going to place specifically heading towards a both south and north perspective. It is not directional. However, the moment you connect it to another rail, it will turn. Number 10 from version 1.4.3, discovered by Connor Steppe. The first and second snow layers of snow do not have their own particles. Instead, they show off the block below them's particles. So look what happens the moment you sneak over the stone, the yellow gold, the purple purple, the red tea. Oops. Anyways, check it out. Look, see? You get all the different particle colors as you move around this. It's very different than what you might expect to see if you were on a full snow block instead. Y'all busy yet? Yo, this path is getting crazier and crazier. Henzo, what did you do? Oh yeah, today's map is by Henzo, by the way. Special thanks. Bug number 11 from version 1.6.2, also discovered by your man Connor. Signs have Z fighting when placed on top of each other. But once again, you've got this flickering mess you have to look at every time you decide to stack some signs. Please. Over here we've got another bug. Number 12 from version 1.4.4, discovered by Haugabu. Despite being made of flammable materials, a number of